So just pens down. Just see if you can follow this. So again, you're looking at the one I'm doing, and you're trying to relate it. You're doing a different question to me. So with mine, I've now recorded all of them. Let me just check if I put my my credit note in. So I've got, there's a credit note. There's an invoice, and up in purchases I had 2 purchases. Let's just check. I just want to make sure I've got all of them in. So received an invoice, received an invoice, received an invoice, sent an invoice, that's in sales, and then credit note. So I've got 5 transactions. So I've recorded all of those in the book of first entry. So what I do with all of them is I just total up, okay, the day books, okay, and the total that we have in each day book goes to the corresponding T account, so the totals. So purchases account in the general ledger has a total of 2260. Sales will have 1650. Purchases returns will have 100. Is that right? So I'll just quickly run down and do that now. So I've got creditors. Oh, that's wrong. So creditors, my total that my creditors owe me is 2260. Oh, yeah, sorry, I got that one wrong. Okay, so purchase account, I have creditors 2260 on the credit side. I'll need to make a sales account. And I'll need to make a a purchase returns account. So center that and center that. And the number that goes in. So first of all, let's just ask, what type of account is sales? Asset, liability, expense, or income? Income, it's a way I get money. So which side of the sales account will I put the number in? Look at the bookkeeping key. Which side? Which credit, okay? So on the credit side, I'm going to put my amount of money from the sales. I'm going to go up and get that from the total of my sales day book. In this case, there was only one entry, I think, in the sales day book, the 1650. Okay, so the total of it is 1650. And what do you call people who I sell to and they pay me later? Debtors or creditors? Debtors, because they owe me money. Okay, now, well, purchase returns. I'm trying to work out what type of account is purchase return. So we said sales account was, I'm just going to put it after it just so we know for future reference. Sales is an income account. What type of account is purchase returns? It's a little bit more difficult. What type of account is purchases? Because whatever that is, purchase returns is the opposite. Because purchase returns is cancelling a purchase. It's a minus. So which side should be? It should be credit. Well, purchases is an expense. So purchase returns is the opposite of expense. So what on your bookkeeping key, what's the opposite of expense? Income. So okay, now it doesn't sound like an income, but basically it's a minus expense. It's cancelling out an expense. So I'm going to just put that in here as an income for now. And which side should I be putting this on? It should be on the credit side. Income, according to your bookkeeping key, income is on the credit side. So I'll call these creditors. And I'm looking for the total figure from the day book. And again, with purchase returns, in this case, we only had one. So the total then was €100 for A. Jones. So put those in. Is that okay so far? Okay. The next step then is, so I've now recorded in my general ledger. The last thing I need to do is make sure I record. So I've recorded all of these in the debtors or creditors ledger. So purchases was put in the creditors ledger. Sales will go in the debtors ledger. So a bit like what I've done before. I'll have an account for a guy called Orr Brown. So I'll make a T account for him. Now, Orr Brown, is he an asset, liability, expense, or income? He's an asset because he's somebody who owes me money. Which is the plus side of this asset account? Debit or credit? Look at the bookkeeping key. Debit. Okay? So I'm just going to put beside it here R Brown is an asset, okay? So that means the debit side here is where I put my R Brown money, and I'm going to put in the 1650 there, okay? And why does R Brown owe me money? He owes me money because of sales. Okay? Next, purchases returns. Okay, purchase returns is to do with somebody who I owe money to, okay? This person I owe money to, his name is A. Jones. I already have an A. Jones account, so I'll put it into that, okay? Now, do I owe A. Jones more money or less money when I return goods to him?
Less.
Less. So the plus side of a liability account is credit. So we're going to put this in the opposite side, debit. So I'm going to put the amount of money on the credit side, and I'm going to call it purchases. Okay with that? Okay. I've now done, for all of my entries, I've now put them in two places. I put the totals of the day books into the general ledger in an account called sales, purchases, etc. Okay. I've gone to the person's account and I put all of the individual purchases and sales and stuff in the person's account. Okay. What do you think I should do next? Total them or balance them and then do a trial balance like we did for homework. Okay. Now, the one thing, yeah. Just give me 1 second because I'm actually recording this. No, just 1 second. So we'll do a trial balance. The one thing that came up in the homework that you're doing now is there was money came in, okay, so, or we maybe spent money, so you may have to do a recording in the cash book for that. So if A. Jones, if we paid money to A. Jones, we'll have an entry in the cash book and the A. Jones account. Is that all right? Okay, I'll stop that.